Tip number 8, don't edit with a client. Many of you will not agree with me on this one, but I truly believe it's a way that you would waste valuable time because they will keep making suggestions as to, oh, try this, try that. Meanwhile, you already know that this thing is not going to work. Don't get me wrong, they can make suggestions that would take the project in a way that you didn't think about. There is a way to still take advantage of that, which is what I suggest and which is what I do. Rather than have them breathing down your neck when you're actually editing, sit down with them, all right? Watch it together, hear their thoughts, hear their suggestions, make notes of it. And then when they're gone, you can now effect those changes using your skill and your knowledge and your speed. So that way you're still taking their suggestions, but you are also able to edit optimally. Now, of course, you might find yourself in a position where you don't have control over this. If that's your case, I'm sorry. You just try and make use of the other tips that we've spoken about. Hi there and welcome back to my channel. This is actually the part 2 of this video. So in case you missed the first one, you should go see it first and then come back to watch this one. It's packed with valuable information. Without further ado, let's dive into the remaining tips. Tip number 9. Focus, focus, focus. One of my personal strengths is that I'm highly focused whenever I'm working, to the point that I might even be mistaken for a snob. Yet, I avoid distractions, especially from my phone, and you should too. Imagine that you are in the zone, your editing ideas are flying all over the place, and suddenly you hear, boom, somebody has texted you, and you respond to that text. Science and scientific studies and experimentations have actually shown that it's going to take you somewhere between 20 to 25 minutes to get yourself back into that zone. And guess what? Before that second 20 to 25 minutes to you entering that zone again, another message or another notification will come and you get distracted, and gradually you start losing time. And this will sum up to a lot of time that you would have lost at the end of the day. Keep your phone away, silence your notifications, have these periodic bursts of work, and then in between you can now respond to some of these messages. Tip number 10, take frequent breaks to reset your eyes, stretch your legs, move your muscles. Sitting is the new smoking. Okay, you can use an app like Pomodoro. It helps you to have these periods of quick bursts of deep work. So you can have 25 minutes, 30 minutes, even 40 minutes of deep work, and then in between you have like 5 minutes or 10 minutes breaks. Very important. These breaks that you have, don't now use it to start pressing phone or scrolling on Instagram. Even me, I still struggle with this bit, but those 5-10 minutes, stretch your legs, lay down, shut your eyes. By the time you do this like 4 times, trust me, you would have gotten a whole lot of work done in such a short amount of time. Tip number 11 will be to edit in passes. This one is very important. Don't try to add everything at the same time. So as you're editing, don't try and be adding graphics, don't try and be adding B-roll, don't try and be adding music all at the same time while you're building the structure. Do it in phases. So your first phase, you can focus on gathering the sound bites that you need. After that, your next phase might be to now structure it out, arrange the sound bites in the way that tells a cohesive story. The next pass might now be to work on the music. The third pass might now be to put B-roll. The fourth pass might now be to add graphics and titles and any other effects that you might want to add. The idea is to do it in passes, because the state of mind that you're in terms of putting structure is not the state of mind that you should be in when it's time to put B-roll. So doing these things in phases does not just make your work easier, but it also efficiently uses your time and your head space, if that's the word to call it. And finally, more like a bonus, you should look into getting the Logitech MX Master 3 mouse. I have heard testimonies of this mouse, that this mouse is revolutionizing and changing people's lives in terms of their editing, but I'm here to try it out myself because I feel it's a little bit pricey. I mean, 95,000 for mouse. Why 95k for mouse? If this video has been helpful to you, do check out my other video where I talk about how to build a professional editing timeline. Alright, subscribe if you haven't already, smash that like button, and bye for now.